Your fear is not the enemy. It is the doorway to your true power. The truth that has been hidden from you, shrouded in the illusion of safety and comfort, is this: your greatest strength does not lie in running from fear, but in embracing it. Fear is not here to diminish you. It is here to reveal the depth of your being. It uncovers a power beyond anything you've been led to believe. In a world where everything wants to seem bigger in your mind, including your fears, you must understand this. Fears only come from one place: the unknown. When you do not know something, you fear it. The solution is not to run away from it, but to face it, to look at it directly, and to try to understand it. Fear is not your enemy. It is a mirror reflecting the spaces where you are yet to expand. Fears are simply occupiers. They feed on your true power. The more you fear them and the longer you refuse to face them, the more space they claim. They grow, they thrive, they expand, but here's the truth: they are nothing. They exist only as illusions, as shadows that dissipate once you step into your power. Fear shows you the space where you can expand, where you can rise. It opens the door to dimensions of strength you have yet to explore. Fears are not your limits. They are your opportunities to grow. In this video, we will uncover how to recognize and use your fears as a ladder to climb toward your highest and most powerful self. You will learn to stop running, to face what frightens you, and to transcend it, unlocking a version of yourself that is unstoppable and limitless. Imagine yourself as a great, unique source of power, an infinite well of knowledge, wisdom, and strength. In the core of your being, you understand everything. You are connected to the very fabric of the universe. But in life, as your mind becomes filled with many distractions, many beliefs, and many layers of reality, parts of this vast truth begin to seem unknown. This is where fear begins to creep in. Sometimes, society itself creates these unknowns for you through cultural conditioning, fear-based narratives, and limiting beliefs. These unknowns, these fears, are like weeds in a garden, feeding on your unconscious power. They grow and expand silently, subtly, until they start to shape the boundaries of your being. They restrict you, confine your true potential, and convince you that the power you once knew is beyond reach. But what happens when you stop running from them? What happens when you face these fears, these shadows, head-on? When you confront them, they no longer have the power to limit you. In fact, they become the very doorway to the greatest transformation you could ever experience. The teachings in the Quran, Bible, and Torah all resonate with this truth. Do not fear and do not grieve. These words carry a profound frequency, one that resonates deeply within the human soul. When you fear, when you grieve, you vibrate at a frequency of weakness, of failure. You create an energetic barrier around your potential, making it impossible for your higher self to reach you. But here's the truth: when you align with the understanding that there is nothing to fear, your being resonates at a higher frequency, one of strength, of clarity, and of expansion. Fear does not exist to hurt you. It exists to show you where you are ready to grow. As Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Fear is simply the mirror that reflects the spaces where you have yet to claim your power, your true self. The unknown is not something to avoid, it is something to embrace. Because in the unknown, there is room to expand. And with expansion, you uncover the power that has always been yours. Many of us have heard that we only use 10 to 20% of our mind's power. We're told we have both a conscious and an unconscious mind. But what if the true potential of the mind is not in the conscious or unconscious alone, but in the integration of both? What if your true power lies in the ability to bring them together? The reason we don't use our full power is because we hide the unknowns within us. We fear them. But what if you didn't need to fear these unknowns? What if facing them could unlock your full potential? Think about it. There are countless moments in life when the unknown calls to us. Whether it's reading a book that challenges your perspective, or spending 3 days alone in the mountains facing your inner silence. Each of these experiences brings us face to face with the unknown. In those moments, your state of mind determines which parts of you are ready to be opened. The unknowns you face aren't there to hurt you. They are there to expand your space, to show you where you can grow, to push you into becoming the most powerful version of yourself. When you continuously face what's unknown, you begin to open the doors to your unconscious mind. Every time you confront fear, you are integrating a deeper part of yourself. You are no longer separating the conscious from the unconscious, but allowing both to flow as one. The true power you seek isn't hidden in some distant realm. It's right here, within you, waiting to be unleashed as soon as you stop fearing it and start facing it. The fears you have are not there to harm you. They are simply markers showing you where you need to expand. They are the spaces where you can grow. Every fear you face brings you closer to a greater, unified power within yourself. Your unconscious mind, once ignored, becomes an integral part of your awareness. And your conscious mind is no longer limited by fear, but instead guided by it into deeper wisdom. To become the strongest version of yourself in every moment, you must first face all your fears. But it's not enough to just acknowledge them. You must observe them deeply to understand where they come from. Fears are not random or arbitrary. They emerge from specific spaces within your being, spaces that hold the key to your growth and transformation. These are the spaces that need your focused attention if you want to build the life you desire. This requires an immense level of self-awareness, a deep, unwavering awareness of your inner self. It's not about running from your fears or fighting them, but about becoming like the hunter. The hunter doesn't attack or kill, but observes with acute clarity. Similarly, you must watch your fears without judgment, without reacting to them. You must understand where they come from within you. Only then will you realize that the fears are not obstacles. They are signals, showing you the areas where your energy is needed for growth. These fears, if you approach them with awareness, will reveal the spaces in your consciousness that require your focus and attention. This is where your true power lies. When you see your fears for what they are, expressions of your unconscious, they no longer control you. Instead, they guide you toward the areas of your life that need nurturing, the areas where your desires can be planted and nourished. So, to build your desires, you must focus on these spaces within you. You must know them. You must understand the patterns and origins of your fears. When you do, you will unlock the ability to create, to focus, and to manifest with a power that comes from full awareness. By becoming the observer, the hunter of your fears, you begin to transcend them, using them as tools to guide you toward your most powerful, authentic self. This journey is not for the faint of heart, but it is the only true path to self-mastery. Every moment you spend in resistance to fear is a moment you deny your own power. But the moment you choose to face it, to observe it, and to understand it, you unlock the greatest potential within yourself.